Hi, Aries. Welcome to your monthly reading for October 2022. Let's see what we have coming up here for you this month. Some of you might be taking a vacation this month. I really did see that. You might be just taking time to yourself, like really wanting to recover from something, heal. Some of you may be healing from something or just needing some space, needing to relax, needing to just kind of decompress. I feel like you might be just spending this month mostly just focusing on yourself, focusing on what makes you feel good, what inspires you, what empowers you. There's something about like making a decision to focus on of where you want to put your focus. Because you might have been noticing that you might have been putting your energy into certain things that are actually kind of draining you or depleting you. And so it's like you're resetting yourself. And so you're kind of coming back to center and remembering what really matters to you and what's really important to you and what's worth your time, your energy, your thoughts even. It's like you're, recalibrating here. Interesting. So let's see what is crossing this moon energy here for you. There's a lot of self-reflection. I feel like you're going to realize something as well. You may be spending a lot of time alone. You might even take like a solo trip, go somewhere by yourself. But I feel like you're going to recognize something about yourself, a deeper truth, something about maybe a desire that you've always had that you didn't really know that you had. It's like a lot of things being made conscious, or maybe one specific thing being made conscious. And I'm almost getting the sense that like you're feeling, wow, oh, okay. So I'm kind of hearing this feeling of what you have always felt like maybe was missing. That's what I'm kind of getting the sense here with the Five of Pentacles. It's like if you've always had this kind of feeling that something is missing, it's like you're going to realize what that is. Or if you've been feeling like you want to make some kind of change, or there's something that you are trying to put the pieces together on, there's a lot of clarity coming through here this month. So whatever is missing, wherever we feel like there's lack, we're going to bring that out into the light and recognize what that is. And I feel like you're going to put something into action. You're going to take action on it. You're going to do something about it. What's in the foundation here for Aries for this month? Justice. Oh, I love this. I feel like it's just you're taking your power back in a really unique way this month. I feel like you're recognizing your place or your part in some kind of situation, and you're recognizing your true worth. I feel like that's kind of vague, but it's almost like, for example, if you feel like you were in some kind of sticky situation in the past, and maybe because there were a lot of unknowns or we didn't know the whole story, maybe there was a part of us that kind of blamed ourselves for something happening a certain way. And now you're kind of reassessing and looking back at some kind of situation, and you're recognizing how, something wasn't your fault after all, or like you're releasing some kind of, burden or some kind of weight that I feel like has been weighing on you for a while. You're letting yourself be free. Very beautiful. You're taking your power back in a really cool way is actually the way I want to say it. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of like you're seeing yourself in a different way. You're seeing yourself in a different light, in a more accurate light, actually, in a good way. Okay, so let's keep going here. What's in the past? What's in the past here for Aries? I almost want to say you're letting yourself off the hook, off of something, maybe something that you've been kind of feeling guilty about, or something that you felt like, did I do something? What did I do wrong? How could I have done this differently? Like if there was any kind of situation that had that, I kind of feel like you're letting it go, or you're releasing it, and like you're giving yourself that grace. Beautiful. Nine of Pentacles. Really recognizing what's going to make you happy, what you want in life. What is your soul desires? What's your wish fulfillment? With this Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you're really wanting to step into this power here. And recognizing what that is, it's like there was this recognition of something that you're really desiring or really wanting for your life. Yeah, interesting. Okay. A lot of clarity, seeing things very clearly. Yeah, the Hermit. So I feel like you're going to spend some time alone. There's a lot of self-reflecting this month, a lot of analyzing and trying to figure some things out. Three of Pentacles in your environment here. Support. Working with others, collaborating with others. Hopes, dreams, and desires for this month for Aries. The Strength. And final outcome. Page of Wands. So wanting a brand new, fresh beginning. Wanting to start over on something. Looks like that. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. Very beautiful. The Magician with the Creatrix. And then we have the High Priestess. Looking at something from a different angle. The High Priestess, you're definitely tuning into your intuition. I also feel like you're noticing something. You're very much in a place of observation this month. You're putting the pieces together on something. Like something is starting to make sense. Something is starting to really click together here for you this month. I feel like your senses are going to be heightened as well. Like your intuitive senses are going to be really sharp this month for you. And that's going to come in as a gift. I also feel like some of you are recognizing a gift that you have, or you might be recognizing something that you want to do in terms of career. And I feel like that may have been, it may be something new, something you haven't thought of before. But whatever it is, it feels like it's a part of your purpose. And now it's just the time for something to come into your awareness, is what it feels like. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be kind of cool. I feel like you're discovering something about yourself, maybe like a hidden talent, a skill that you have, or it may be something that's always been there, but we never thought we could turn it into a career, or never thought that we could pursue it as something more. But I feel like you're going to do something with something along those lines. You're going to do something with it, something that maybe you've always done, or something new that you're discovering about yourself. So, okay, so let's go into the Magician here and the Moon. Creatrix and the Moon. Really getting in touch with your emotions this month. I feel like it's going to be an emotional month, but not all bad emotions, like just flowing, like the emotions are flowing. So there may be moments where, you're releasing something, but I think other times it's also going to be very joyful and happy, or very inspired, like feeling very much in tune with your emotions this month. The Three of Pentacles. You may have some kind of group, maybe like a friendship or a group project, something maybe in terms of work, that you're going to be coming in contact with certain individuals who may want to collaborate with you on something, but it's something you don't see coming, or it's something that you, something that may catch you kind of off guard. Something spontaneous, it feels like almost. It feels like a spontaneous new development in something with work, or like it could also be just like a side thing as well. So if you already have, your established career, or, whatever it is that you do as your main work, then you may kind of have something on the side that begins. And it may involve working with other people, collaborating on some kind of project. something's getting started, something's being created. What else do you need to know about this? So the Three of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Moon. The Justice again. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. So I'm hearing for some of you, this is an opportunity that you've been waiting on for a long time. Like it's almost like something that maybe you felt like in the past, something similar passed you by, like a similar kind of opportunity passed you by. And maybe that's something that's always been a hidden sadness in you almost. This feels very specific. I feel like for some of you in the past, you may be looking back on something that, like an opportunity or something that you wanted to pursue, you wanted to achieve, oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? Achieve or receive. And something happened where maybe it didn't work out or it was lost, like a lost opportunity, something, I'm getting that vibe, something along those lines. And I feel like with this Moon card, it's almost like this month we are looking back at something and recognizing how something really affected us. Like maybe we may have brushed it to the side at the time, but now we're kind of looking back and recognizing that maybe that was a bit of a deeper wound than we realized. And by that awareness, we are healing it. And because you're healing that, and this may be something that has already been happening for you. So this may be something you're already in the process of kind of processing or going through. Stop saying the word processing so much. But I feel like there is something coming back around, like it's being recreated, but just in a different way. Like it's showing up in a different way. But that's what I kind of feel like with this Justice card almost, it's like something that really is meant for you or meant for you. It's kind of true. It's almost like it's true what they say, that what's really meant for you will never pass you by. Like if it was something, like even if it's something that we felt like we lost in the past or something that didn't work out, the fact that it's coming back around for you means that it really was meant for you, that it wasn't meant to pass you by. And it's okay that sometimes at that moment in our life, maybe we're not ready for something or it's just not the right time, that if it's truly meant for us, it's going to come back around for us because it's just meant for us. And that's the kind of the energy that I'm getting here, that something is being recreated or coming back around for you because it's meant for you. It may not look exactly the same, but it will be equivalent in terms of, the level of opportunity or like the frequency or the vibe of what that was in the past, depending on, what it was. Because I also associate this, Six of Pentacles as one is like the community card. And that really goes really well with the Three of Pentacles too. So I feel like this has something to do with being a part of something. And I feel like this is going to feel very balanced. This is going to feel very much in line with who you are or where you are right now in your life. And it's just the beginning. And I kind of feel like there's also something about this that you're going to see the magic in the universe when something like this starts manifesting in your life. Like it's going to really help you to see that spirit really does have your back and that there is this magical element to life, like this energy, that when we shift our energy, when we heal, how the world around us really does shift and change. And, and it's amazing how some things do come back around and they kind of balance themselves out. So I feel like there is something here. And that's what I kind of feel like is this Five of Pentacles as well. This is feeling like we lost out on something or we didn't get something, we didn't receive something. And I feel like you're recognizing deep down with that Moon card, maybe this is like a hidden emotion or something that we didn't really fully allow ourselves to acknowledge, how maybe disappointing or something that we really wanted, but maybe didn't really allow ourselves to fully embrace how much we wanted it. Something along those lines. So take that part as it resonates. So that's really exciting. I feel like you are really coming into some kind of opportunity or some kind of new stage in your life where it's going to heal something from the past that felt like a lost opportunity or something that kind of passed you by, which now it's almost like it really didn't, because it's coming back around. So very beautiful, Aries, off to a good start this month. Okay. So I feel like this has a lot to do with what I just discussed, but let's see if there's any other clarifying cards for this Five of Pentacles. Is there anything else we need to know about this Five of Pentacles here for Aries? The Mother of Swords. It was interesting, as I was shuffling the cards, I was hearing that this may have had to do with a lot of other people as well. I'm kind of hearing like other people's hands were in some kind of situation that resulted in a Five of Pentacles. And it's interesting that we have a Mother of Swords that kind of turned out here. I feel like this is somebody else. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this Mother of Swords is an energy that kind of contributed to the loss of some kind of opportunity or something that we really wanted. Maybe it's the Mother of Swords that took something away from us, or was kind of like, somehow played a role in this Five of Pentacles energy. And I'm not sure what that means. I feel like you're going to know what that means for you. But I really feel like this is somebody else. I don't feel like this is you. What else do we need to know about this? Five of Pentacles and Mother of Swords. Wow, look at that. The Emperor. What do we need to know about this Emperor energy? The Daughter of Pentacles. You see, we have a lot of people here. Isn't that interesting? Like, this is a lot of the Daughter of Pentacles. So a new beginning, a new start, perhaps. What is this Daughter of Pentacles about? Six of Wands, a victory. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, the Two of Swords. Okay, so they blocked a victory. This could have been like a mother and a father. Like, this could have been, I feel like these are other people. I don't feel like this is you, Aries. That's why I was having a hard time actually picking up on the energy, because I don't even think the Emperor is you either. I feel like in this specific spread, I feel like with the Emperor and the Mother of Swords, I feel like this has something to do with like maybe a mother and a father that blocked some kind of victory with some kind of offer, some kind of beginning, some kind of start. Yeah, with that Two of Swords, it's like they blocked it. So, for example, it could have been like, maybe when you were younger, you wanted to go to a certain school, or you wanted to do like a certain type of career, and they said no. And maybe ever since, it's like you've always felt like, I lost out on that opportunity, or I always wanted to do that, but I wasn't allowed to, or I didn't get to. That kind of thing. But I feel like there's something about this that's like showing up really strongly this month, because it's healing. There's like something kind of balancing itself out, because you have that Justice card show up twice. So there's something that's, coming into balance here. Okay, let's keep going, because I feel like there's a lot to this. Okay, and this makes sense too with the Nine of Pentacles, because the Nine of Pentacles is all about freedom. It's all about having financial freedom. It's all about being able to make your own choices in life. It's about having your own security, your own stability. This card is all about being able to really appreciate and indulge in your own like what you like to do, what you want to do. This is very much, I always kind of see this as a very self-focused kind of card. It's not about being selfish. It's more about, really enjoying your own life and kind of taking pleasure in what you build and create for yourself. So what do we need to know about this? The Nine of Pentacles here from the past. This is in the past. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, see? Okay. So this is interesting with the Devil card because we have the Devil here as well. So this is a block. That Devil energy sometimes shows up as what are our blocks? What is standing in the way of certain things. Sometimes the Devil energy and the Nine of Pentacles together can also symbolize like an attachment to material things, like too focused on acquiring material types of stuff like money. And it's not a bad thing to want those things or to desire those things. But when it shows up in the Devil energy kind of thing, it's more like there's too much of an attachment to it where that's all we're looking at. And so it kind of leads us to make certain choices that are not entirely in alignment with our soul desire. And so something about it sometimes starts to turn up unfulfilling. But I feel like what it is that there was something that I kind of feel like there's something that you might have been, or someone here was guided away from by other people, where they kind of were like encouraged to maybe pursue something that had a lot of material gain perhaps, but at the same time didn't really fulfill someone on a soul level, like true happiness. Or it's like someone else, or it fulfilled somebody else's needs in that way. I feel like there's like a sense of control, like there's a sense of control, someone wanting to like have something a certain way. And I feel like this month you may be looking at a situation like this and recognizing that for that. Like, oh, I think that they were kind of guiding me in this way because this is what will come out of it, even though that wasn't really what I wanted. Take this as it resonates. It may not resonate with everyone. What else do we need to know about this? Yeah, look at that. The World. Yeah, so this is the end of that cycle. This is stepping out of this cycle, stepping out of these patterns. An invitation to end these patterns, end these attachments. Or even attachments to those who resonate with that. Yeah, so there's a lot of balance coming in here with the Justice energy. Okay, so what do we need to know about this? Yeah, see, look at that. We have the Five of Pentacles. I'm not surprised that this came up. Five of Pentacles again. So whatever you feel like you lost in the past, I feel like there's something coming back around. I mean, this is the Five of Pentacles again with the Justice. And so it feels really clear. So what else do we need to know about this? Yeah, and then we have the High Priestess here. So looking deeper into this spiritual underlying lesson in it is what I kind of feel like. And there's also some kind of loss of something that is helping someone it's almost like pushing someone into their spiritual path. It's helping someone to look deeper into some kind of situation. And that is helping bring balance to their life. Yeah, epiphanies, realization. So someone's third eye is opening, their intuition is opening, their inner knowing is opening. And they're being given a lot of information and downloads on certain circumstances in their life. They're seeing behind the curtain. Someone here is seeing behind the curtain, behind some kind of situation that had heavy influence of other people's needs, desires, and wants. And I feel like it resulted in someone losing something that they wanted or they had a desire towards. It's like it contributed to someone else losing something. But that is all now coming into some kind of karmic balance. Yeah, look, and then we have the Mother of Pentacles. I feel like there's a mother energy here for some reason. It feels like a very strong mother energy. Yeah, and then the 9 of, it's like the wishes and desires, a wish fulfillment. I feel like it was this Mother of Pentacles desire and wish fulfillment towards something. I feel like this is somebody else again. Like, I feel like this is the same energy as the Queen of Swords. So I feel like this is somebody else actually, but it's somebody else's wishes and desires. Interesting. Okay. What do I need to know about this devil energy that's coming up here? Yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness. See, like we have the 3 of Cups. So this is not necessarily like third party energy, but I feel like this is like a group of people. You know, this is, could be like friends. This could be, yeah. I feel like this is like friends or just other people outside of us that, you know, have really contributed to some kind of like their influence. And it's interesting because we have the Father of Swords. So I really love the Father of Swords that's showing up here because I kind of feel like this might be you here. I feel like you're the High Priestess in the Father of Swords so far in this reading, because the Father of Swords is someone who is very perceptive, is very good at discernment, is very much, it's like this Father of Swords is looking at some kind of situation and seeing the truth in it. And we are in Libra season, and that's what this season's all about, is seeing the truth coming to light. Hidden secrets, things being revealed. So this Father of Swords is recognizing the truth, seeing the truth. And I did say earlier that you're going to be in a very observational kind of space. So the Father of Swords, you may not be saying a whole lot. Like this Father of Swords, I don't see him talking too much, but noticing everything. And he's noticing something about the people that are around him and something about some kind of shadow that these energies carry that are highly influential in a certain direction or a certain path that that was taken. But I also feel like this Father of Swords is coming out of that energy because we have the 9 of Wands here. So it's like, you know, the kind of the rejuvenating kind of period after, or the healing period after, you know, coming into some big, deep truth about something that has been there for a long time. So I feel like this month, you may find yourself spending a lot of time by yourself or spending a lot of time, you may want to like go somewhere, go on a vacation, getting away. Because it's almost like the more you spend time on your own, the more you're able to see certain things more clearly. Do we have any other messages here for this section? The 9 of Wands. What does the Father of Swords want to say? Yeah, maybe feeling stuck in some kind of, or recognizing why there may have been this feeling of being stuck. Or there's also like not having clarity or not being able to see some situation with clarity, and that has contributed to feeling stuck in something or trapped in something. There's a lot of truth. There's a lot of, and so there's a healing energy that's coming in. The fact that we have the 9 of Wands and the Star energy here, this is healing. This is all about coming to being enlightened about something. Okay, let's go. And then see, look, we have the Hermit. So this is how you're feeling, is your emotion. So this is really wanting to just kind of be in your own space, not really wanting too much of other people's energy in your space. So what do we need to know about this with the Hermit energy? Yeah, so healing some kind of heartbreak, healing something that has been it's almost like something that hasn't been tended to for a long time. And so someone here is kind of looking at and unraveling the intricacies of some kind of heartbreak here. So someone could be going through a really deep heart chakra healing. I'm also hearing the word feeling kind of betrayed. And it's almost like feeling betrayed by feeling like, being influenced or guided in a certain direction that was not actually the best interest for someone. And that is what is feeling like a betrayal for someone here. And they're kind of looking at this. It's interesting. Okay, the Hermit and the 3 of Swords. What do you need to know about this? This 3 of Swords. Yeah. So putting in some work for healing. So someone is working very hard on healing, restoring, repairing some kind of heartbreak or some kind of loss, some kind of betrayal. And also looking for answers. I'm kind of getting detective work here. The 8 of Pentacles here is kind of telling me that someone is going to start asking questions, or someone is asking questions, like they're doing their research about something. They're looking deeper into something. It's almost like I'm getting this vibe that someone in the past may have not needed a reason to ask questions. Like they may have just trusted someone, and it could have been like a parent, right? Like sometimes, we don't think to ask, right? Like we don't think to doubt that or question that. But I feel like someone here is kind of backtracking and kind of investigating almost everybody, because they're dealing with this heartbreak, right? Like they're dealing with some kind of, we have the 5 of Pentacles that showed up twice. So someone here is needing answers and needing to make sense out of, how did I get to this place where I'm at the 3 of Swords and I'm at the 5 of Pentacles when I felt like I did everything I was supposed to do. So why do I feel this way? So someone here is kind of taking that time alone and digging into, like, turning over every stone that they may have walked past or looked past, and like not really realizing that they would even need a reason to. But now they're kind of almost like questioning everything. And so they are doing that diligent work of kind of finding answers and creating their own. They're like, it's like they're thinking for themselves, like thinking, like what did they think about this situation? Not what do other people want them to think. And that's a beautiful trait of the King of Swords as well. Is the King of Swords is someone who really trusts their own mind. They trust their intuition. They trust what they see, what they know, what they sense, and they don't question it. So I feel like someone here is really honoring the conclusions that they're coming to. Like they're developing that trust in themselves. Okay, so in the environment, we have the 3 of Pentacles here. The Father of Cups. I feel like there is, this feels like a one-on-one conversation with someone, the 3 of Pentacles. So someone here may be working with somebody that kind of is very nurturing. Someone who is very much in tune with their own emotions, who is very emotionally balanced, very empathetic. knows how to hold space for others. So this kind of has like a mentor, a coach, a healer kind of vibe to him, kind of someone who has a lot of wisdom and is able to help people kind of make sense of their emotions and make sense of what they're feeling. This person feels like a guide or a blessing or a gift that is in this person's life that is looking for answers. So it's almost like, this could be like a therapist, or this could be a mentor, a coach, or someone who will have this kind of earth angel kind of energy. And I feel like someone is working with someone who embodies this energy to help find answers. It's like someone they can trust. Three of Pentacles and Father of Cups. Yeah, the Tower. Because I feel like this, there's some kind of realization or epiphany or these truths that are coming out for someone is really breaking down someone's structure of what they may have built their life around, or what they know to be, what they have always believed to be true. So it could also be that just their outlook on life, or these belief systems that they built their life around, is starting to all change because, what they built those belief systems around was maybe taught by these people who they kind of feel betrayed by now. So they're, starting from scratch. They're having to kind of dismantle something, and they're asking questions and they're looking within. And I feel like there's this Father of Cups energy that's helping them do that. That's helping them unpack. With that Tower energy, I feel like that is someone helping them hold space to unpack so they can rebuild. Yeah. There's this conflict. Yeah. So something about a connection, something about a partnership, conflict within some kind of connection. But I feel like this is not necessarily conflict in the usual sense. It's like there is someone here who is looking at a situation in a completely different light. It's like their perception is dismantling of this connection, and they're like needing to take another look at it. Yeah. This is good because with that Sun card, this is healing this relationship. It's healing some kind of partnership or connection. Because I feel like it's almost like for some, whatever foundation that was built, it created some kind of dissonance or block against some kind of partnership. And now that this is kind of dismantling and coming down, and someone is taking a second look at it, their perception is shifting around. So they're looking at something differently now. And it's healing, it's bringing to light. And someone whoever is experiencing this is having their intuition, what they always knew to be true, finally be confirmed. Because I have this feeling that someone here was, or if this is someone that you are connected to and they're going on this journey and this is what they're experiencing, it's like they're almost like encouraged to go against their intuition. So it's like they were almost taught to question what they felt inside. Oh, this is really interesting. Okay, so I feel like this is really specific. So just take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everybody, but this is what I'm picking up on. So it's almost like someone here could have been in a partnership, some kind of soulmate connection, and there could have been some kind of block or some kind of hindrance in between here. A lot of people kind of interfering here. I feel like for this person, there was some kind of maybe belief system or something that they were taught to, where it maybe subconsciously kind of taught them that they could not trust what they felt, that they could not trust themselves. And so it caused them to rely heavily on the people that they're around. So they lost their power in that way without realizing it. They gave that power away to those around them, whether it's parents or, like other partners or friends, whatever it is. It's like, because it was kind of instilled in them that you can't trust your feelings, you can't trust what you're picking up on, you can't trust what your intuition is telling you. So it's like someone disowned it, and they're like, okay, well, I can't trust myself or anything I feel and think, so I'm just going to sign that over to other people who probably know better than I do. And so and I feel like, something always obviously felt off about that, but they were taught to dismiss whatever it is they felt. And so as they're going through this healing work, as this Father of Cups is kind of almost like showing them that you can trust your intuition, you can trust your feelings. It's almost like they're having to redo everything, right? But the beautiful thing about that is that they're now almost like, maybe for some, it's like for the first time in their life, feeling validated in what they've always known to be true. And what this is doing is slowly giving this power back to this person, which is that Sun card. So the Sun card is joy, happiness. It's a very positive, uplifting card. It's very affirmational. And it's also, I always associate it with the solar plexus, which is about our identity, who we are, being able to, and also where we feel a lot of those intuitive hits. A lot of times, most of the time, we feel it in our gut. We feel it in the solar plexus. And so someone here is learning to trust themselves again. But what that's doing, though, is also, it's a 180. It's so interesting, because they were taught to not trust themselves and trust everybody around them. And now they're trusting themselves and not trusting everybody around them, or those individuals who kind of taught them not to trust themselves in the first place. So this is really interesting, and it's very specific. So I feel like this is only going to resonate for just a handful of you, but it's a very interesting story. So someone here is definitely like on this path of redemption, almost, to kind of take back their power, and it's like they're confirming, like, every piece that they put together, every puzzle piece that they acquire through this inner work, they are, figuring things out, and things are finally making sense. They're feeling it. They're sensing it. They're like, they don't even have to question it. They're like, no, this feels right. This makes sense. I don't have to cross-check or ask someone's permission if this is right or not. I know that this is right. And that is the beginning of someone really learning to trust themselves and not having to, second guess or ask someone for confirmation. So very beautiful. I love this. So someone's healing in this way, and it's empowering. Okay, the strength. Hopes, dreams, and desires. So what do we need to know about this strength energy? Okay, so the strength to move out of stagnancy. So someone is feeling the desire or the want that they're wanting to make some kind of move. They may feel a bit stuck, may feel like, or they've been stuck for a while, and they're really wanting to they want something to kind of break through. They want something to change, because the Four of Pentacles is quite often the card of stagnancy. Sometimes for others, it could be considered as, kind of like this stubborn energy that doesn't want to move. It just kind of sits in one place and, holds on. It holds on. It just like doesn't want to participate. And I feel like someone here may have been in that energy for quite some time, maybe out of a sense of fear or not wanting certain things to change. But I feel like someone's growth is pushing them out of this energy. Like it's almost like to the point where it could have been like at one point wherever we were, it was comfortable, but the growth process kind of has that nature to it, that when we grow, we're going to naturally outgrow where we were once comfortable. And I feel like someone is kind of experiencing that now, that where they are is no longer comfortable. It no longer fits with who they're becoming, and they're outgrowing it. And they are really desiring moving forward. So what do we need to know about this Chariot energy? A lot of times the Chariot can also talk about balance. You know, we can only really move forward in a healthy way when we have balance in our life. So, and so as the Four of Pentacles sometimes can also signify balance as well. Having like strong, firm foundations in order to feel like, oh, beautiful. Yeah, really wanting a new beginning, a fresh start. Wanting to start over again is what I'm hearing with Ace of Wands. Wanting to do things over again, wanting to like kind of like knowing what I know now. You know, if I could do this again, I would do it like this instead. Kind of sense. Or wanting to make some kind of change in that direction, like wanting to make that happen for oneself in some way. Yeah. The Eight of Cups. So, you know, walking away from anything that's unfulfilling and wanting to have a new beginning, wanting to create a new beginning, having the freedom to kind of wanting to manifest a way to walk away from just that energy that is just not in resonant with someone anymore. Now, Nine of Swords. What do you need to know about this? Page of Wands. Nine of Swords. What do we need to know about this? Okay, so it feels like someone, and again, take this as it resonates because it might be someone that you're strongly connected to as well. But it feels like someone here is worried. That's what I'm picking up on with that Nine of Swords. It's worry. And it kind of feels like someone here dreams quite often of this new beginning, of having like, it's like they're kind of in this dream state. So that may show up quite often here this month, is oftentimes being in that space of fantasizing and dreaming about a new beginning, a new path, maybe even like having your life look differently from a place that you've outgrown or someone here has outgrown. So what do we need to know about this? So what's coming in for Aries here? This dream that they have. What can we know about what's coming in for Aries in regards to this? How is this month helping or moving forward for Aries? Oh, I love that. I hope that gives you someone a sense of hope here. It was the Ace of Cups. So I love this Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups is, again, a very affirmational card. So if your question is yes or no, this is yes. If you have a yes or no question. So this is yes. This is a thumbs up. This is a green light. It's almost like, I almost kind of feel like because of the question that I asked in terms of this really desiring a new beginning, a passionate new beginning, getting to kind of rewrite our story or do something over again in a different way. I really feel like the path is being made clear for that and to trust the process. And it's okay. It's almost like this hopeful card that shows up to say that we can release our worries on how something is going to show up for us, or how something is going to get resolved, to release those fears, to release the worries. Ace of Cups is a heart. It's like you're overflowing. It could be falling in love. It could be feeling really fulfilled in life, feeling really happy. It's like your heart is overflowing. So there's going to be something that the heart is definitely healing this month. And a lot of times that heart center, when that heart center heals, it is so powerful and what kind of changes it brings into our life. So just from the heart space, it's really amazing when certain wounds like heartbreak or disappointment and betrayals, when that or grief, like when that energy starts to dissipate and we start to kind of feel like it's healing and it's filling back up with positive energy, it really does create so many beautiful changes in our world. So it's almost like kind of saying you don't have to worry so much about how. I'm almost kind of feeling like just focus on healing your heart. Focus on the heart space here and everything will fall into place. Is what I'm sensing. Okay. Is there anything else that Aries needs to know about this Ace of Cups? Yeah. There's communication. I feel like you might receive some kind of sign with the Son of Swords. I feel like this is some kind of communication or some kind of sign that something is coming in for you. You're going to see it as confirmation or some kind of omen or some kind of message for you. So it may show up in like in a dream, it may show up in a vision or a meditation, or you may just kind of see it in passing. Maybe you're walking around somewhere and you see some kind of, like message somewhere or someone says something. But there's going to be some kind of, I feel like, message or some kind of information that you receive that's going to make you very happy. It's going to help you to feel very hopeful about some kind of situation that you may have felt very worried about. Oh, how beautiful. Look at that. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is, again, a very affirmational card. This is a good luck. This card is a card of good luck. And it signifies bright new beginnings, abundant new beginnings. I'm almost kind of, this is really interesting. I'm also kind of, they're showing me an image of like, when you prune back your garden, like, flowers, that kind of thing, to make room for new growth. And so I kind of feel like this process that someone is going through, this healing, this making sense of where they've been and wanting to recalibrate their path, is that pruning process. And so as someone kind of trims back all the parts that are no longer alive, that are no longer, that need to kind of, it's like over with the season, that they need to kind of just shed and fall away, that it's going to create room, which is perfect metaphor for the fall time if you live here in the States. So it's like, that's the season that we're coming into. And that is a really abundant sign here. So this is going to be a time of shedding. This is going to be a time of releasing, but it's because it's making room for something we've really been wanting. So I almost kind of want to say that it's okay to release your worries and your fears, and that we have something that's going to make you very happy. A wish fulfillment is going to come in here. So very beautiful kind of end to these messages, because I feel like whatever someone is kind of sorting through feels kind of like, it's a big deal. Like it's a big realization or epiphany or truth that they're coming into. And it requires patience and a one day at a time to try to process what someone is coming into the realization about. But I feel like on the other end of it, it is necessary in order for there to be a new beginning. We first need to kind of, wipe the slate clean, come out with the truth about something before something else can begin. So we don't have any loose ends. We can fully close a chapter and, say goodbye to that energy. Okay, let's go into some oracle cards here. Very beautiful reading, Aries. Very profound. Okay, what is a challenge for Aries this month? What is a challenge that's showing up for Aries this month of October? I think the first word I heard was abundant mindset. So I think that this goes back to the 9 of Swords energy where, sometimes when we're in some kind of situation, it's hard to see that silver lining, hard to see the positive in certain things because of the energy that we've been in, or just kind of like we're just in this place. So I feel like with the success card, I feel like this is more about being able to connect with that energy of abundance. And that's okay. Sometimes it has it's an ebb and flow kind of thing. So I feel like taking it one day at a time and allowing ourselves to just be in whatever energy we're in, whatever space we're in our life right now is going to be honoring that is going to be much more beneficial for us than kind of trying to force a certain mindset. I feel like as you heal this mindset, this abundance mindset, or feeling like, there's possibilities or doors are opening up for me are going to start to come in naturally. So I feel like that may be something where from time to time this month, you may kind of really feel like, oh my gosh, why did this happen? Or why did this go this way? Yeah, I feel like this is more about a mindset. Actually, I don't feel like this is about your success in life. I feel like this is more about the way we're looking at something is what we're kind of tackling this month. You're going to be looking at it this month. So what is something positive that's coming in for Aries? Positive blessings, gifts that are coming in for Aries that Aries can look forward to in the month of October. Positivity, blessings, and gifts for Aries for the month of October. Yeah, see? You're healing. Healing and bringing things back into an alignment. You're going to feel, it's almost like you're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel just more clear inside. And I also feel like some of you are really developing, or someone here is developing this unshakable confidence in what they know on the inside because their wisdom is coming from within. It's not coming from what's outside of them anymore. They're learning, it's like someone here is building that strong foundation from within, and it's helping them find their grounding. It's helping them find their stability. So very beautiful. It's like a necessary growing journey here for someone. Yeah, courage. Really having the courage to and from this, it's I feel like someone is finding courage within themselves that they may have felt like they struggled to find in the past. So this is also building in someone's confidence, and that is also a direct correlation with healing that solar plexus energy. When we have that center strong, finding courage and having the confidence and being very sure of ourselves starts to come in here for us. So this is a very beautiful healing that's coming in for someone. It's going to give them a sense of strength, an inner strength that they have been looking for. Let's pick one more positive for Aries this month. Yeah. Vacation, taking time out, really focusing on what makes you happy. I also feel like this month, you're really not going to, it's almost like there's someone just not caring about what people think, it's I love this. I really like to do this, or I really want to go here. And it really doesn't matter anymore. I'm not going to carry that on my shoulders. I'm not going to internalize that. I'm not going to take that on. Everyone always has an opinion about something. It doesn't end. Everyone's always going to have a different opinion about what they think I should do. And so, but I'm going to just honor what it is that I want. And I'm going to give that to myself. So, very, very empowering. It's a very empowering month for you. Okay. Guidance and advice from Spirit for Aries this month. Guidance and advice. Direction. Magic stream. Okay. So what I'm hearing here is, even though some things sometimes feel unpleasant, or certain emotions or experiences or truths kind of come out, what I'm hearing here from the magic stream is to recognize the blessing and the gift in the journey and where you are right now. Because even if it's something we're wanting to quickly kind of get out of and move forward in the future, I'm hearing something about recognizing the value of learning to be in the moment and in the present, and seeing the gift or the the value of where you are right now. And it's kind of sometimes we can look back at past versions of ourselves and think, if I didn't do those things at that moment, I wouldn't get here where I am right now. So at that time, even though what I was doing didn't really feel like much, or wasn't really fun, or I didn't really like it, if I hadn't have done that, then I wouldn't be here. Like, we could take school, for example. If I didn't study and take those tests and pass, then I wouldn't be here in my career, or, in this university, or wherever it is that our education takes us. So it's like, kind of like that. So I'm kind of seeing like, everything has its season, and even this, whatever it is that we're navigating also will kind of pass through and we'll go on to the next stage. So what I'm kind of feeling here is, if we can allow ourselves to be in the moment and really just be present with ourselves, with whatever it is that we're experiencing, then it will actually help us to release any worries or fears that we have about the future, is what I'm hearing. So I don't know if that's helpful for anyone, but that's the message that I heard from that. So, okay. One more. We have self-care. So beautiful. Ageless beauty and true worth. I feel like this month, you are going to really see a side of yourself that you almost like fall in love with. You start to really appreciate parts of yourself that have always been there, but we may have felt like we overlooked at some point. Some of you may also be really honoring your voice, really honoring what you have to say or your own expression, seeing the importance of that and recognizing the value in that. And the healing that happens in that. You're setting yourself free from something that I feel as though we may have held back for a long time, or may have never said. And I feel like there is this release of finally coming out and saying something. And even if it's just to ourselves, or we're writing it down, it's a truth that we're admitting to ourselves, or it's a truth that we may be communicating with another person that has the capacity to receive what it is that we're saying, so it doesn't get invalidated. That's really important, because when we speak our truth and we speak it to those who invalidate it, it kind of does the opposite effect almost. I almost kind of feel like something that creates more of a wounding, if anything. But that's just my opinion. That's just my personal experience with that. I feel like it's really important that when we're sharing something really deep and vulnerable, and, to share it with someone that can really honor that vulnerability, that can meet you there. So I feel like someone is having that experience, like you're sharing it with someone that can hold that space for you, even if it's just with yourself at the moment. So very beautiful, Aries, such a profoundly healing. It feels like a pivotal month of healing, because it's going to change a lot. It's going to create shifts. Whatever it is that you're healing within is going to shift something in your world, something big. So very, very beautiful and empowering. So I love this month for you. I hope you have a wonderful month and the reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below, because I love to hear from you guys. And I'll see you for next month. Bye, Aries.